Hey guys, I want to speak today about why powerful, advanced old souls choose difficult circumstances to incarnate into, and why working with these difficult circumstances is key to your success on your soul mission. So, why do we choose to incarnate into circumstances that challenge us? Can anyone guess? It's pretty obvious, really. It provides powerful catalyst for growth, incentive to seek your true nature, and the contrast helps you really know that what I'm experiencing is not me. So it's all in the contrast. Contrast provides powerful fuel for growth and for expansion. So when you experience difficult circumstances that do not reflect back to you the truth of your essence, this creates this internal dissonance that makes you know and feel that fuck no, this is not me, and I must seek for what is me and what is the truth of me. So it really deepens the longing for truth, the longing for your nature, and the longing to really experience freedom and liberation from the pain and suffering that challenging circumstances create for you. So many beings who have a native high level of consciousness do experience this trauma and this suffering. And through the process of excavating their depths, feeling through all of the things, and letting go of where they may have thought that they were a victim, letting go of the pain, this opens up a very powerful capacity inside of you. It creates almost like a cavernous space. So when your being is filled with all of these vibrations, particularly vibrations that create a strong impact on your subtle body, this does create a type of spaciousness in you to eventually go on to access a higher frequency, a more powerful frequency, and to resonate a greater frequency of what you are. It's to hold more of your multidimensionality and your infinite nature. And this contrast is absolutely imperative to know yourself. Before we incarnate and when we're non-physical, we are infinite and absolute, and in that it's very difficult to know ourselves because we're just infinite. You're just one with the totality, but how can the totality know more of what it is? So through incarnating in these realms of contrast, we get given the opportunity to know ourselves more as infinite beings. So when it comes to succeeding on your soul mission, we have got to work with the challenging circumstances in our present and the imprints that challenging circumstances in the past have left on our system. And when we face our wounds, what we often learn is we learn obviously more about ourselves, but we usually learn more about our healing powers as a soul. We usually have very deep types of exploration. We learn our tools, we learn our processes, we connect with other souls along the way, and we ultimately receive all the growth that we need to receive in order to fully step into the vibration of ourselves that is successful on our soul mission. However you want to deem successful as, I'm not really talking in material terms, but there will often be material success with the success of your soul mission. And I'm just also talking about feeling that you are that living embodiment of your calling and feeling internally satisfied and just activated and also inspired and really convicted that you are living your highest path and your mission. There's challenges, there's difficulties, but you know that you are succeeding on it. That's what I mean by success. So who you are, the version of you that is experiencing that success, and you can tune into what that success means to you. Whether it's manifestations, whether it's feelings, whatever it is, that version of you has a vibrational quality that is at quite a large contrast to the version of you that is in your limited perspective, that forgot that you were an infinite being, that is your conditioned self, that is the self that holds victimhood, that holds pain, resentment, doesn't believe that they are worthy, that feels disconnected from themselves, they feel separate from the infinite, they feel separate from unconditional love, all of the things. Vibrationally, that's so different. So in order to step into that version of yourself that is experiencing the success, you naturally need to work with all the frequencies within your system and let go of those versions of yourself. Now, there's a version of you that is tied to a past event that you found challenging, and if you are carrying any energy of that past, whether it's someone that you resent, someone that you haven't forgiven, or just something that you experienced that you just haven't felt like you had the capacity to go into yet, this is a version of you that still exists. Now, the good news is there is an intelligence in our system where, as we come closer to embodying new vibrations, what we are capable of transmuting and what we have capacity to alchemize naturally arises and naturally reveals itself. So it's not like we have to go searching for these specific frequencies, but just a little bit of an overview of the process is helpful. And I just want to drop this in and say that if you're challenged by your circumstances, by past pains that are arising, it means that you are on the pathway to success. And the pathway to success in your soul mission will not be possible without you transmuting and overcoming these frequencies. And there may be a certain point in your path where all the doors open and it's very easy. This happens at the beginning of people stepping into their soul mission, by the way, because all of creation is like, yes, 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 my brothers and sisters of light, you're on the path. Welcome. We're so happy that you're here. It is amazing. Here's a little happy initiation. Here's some good vibes. We want to encourage you. And there becomes a point where you have passed certain thresholds, certain initiations, and now it's time to go deeper into your mastery, deeper into embodying more of what you are as an infinite being. And then you get challenged a bit more. It's like, okay, here's a past thing you need to overcome, or here's a desire for more. Here's a desire for a greater reality that you're being given. And now time to release where you hold a frequency that contradicts that, where you are holding a doubt or a sense that you are not the kind of person that can experience this desire, whatever it is. So you will be given the opportunity to overcome these things while you are in the process of choosing to move deeper onto that path of success and deeper into the path of what you came here to be as an infinite being and as an embodiment of your calling. Now, obviously, this reality is all vibration. So success in your soul mission is a vibration. It's a vibration of you. In order to get there, you need to go through the vibrational process of purifying what's within you, letting go of the past, letting go of where you perceive yourself to be a victim. All the things I said, that long list I said before. And until you overcome these things, you will not have fully made a vibrational shift. Now, that can be hard to hear, but if you are experiencing a challenging circumstance or a circumstance that does not meet your desire, it means that you're still holding a frequency inside of yourself that is a contradiction to that vibration. It doesn't mean that reality, the physical reality, is just slow and it hasn't caught up. No, you're still holding a frequency. that isn't that. So you got to look in that as the mirror. Your circumstances and your external reality is offering you the mirror for you to see what is inside of yourself, for you to work to liberate what is inside of yourself, so that you can step into the version of yourself that resonates the frequency of the desires that you want to have. And through resonating that frequency, you experience that change in your circumstances, you experience your desires met, whatever it is. So that's just some of my hypothesis on why we need to overcome challenging circumstances in order to succeed on our soul mission. Obviously, there's the point about your vibrational bandwidth increases the more you transmute, the more you alchemize, the more you're able to be present with discomfort, the more you're able to access your clear awareness and the recognition of your nature, while there are intense illusions playing out inside of your system. Difficult circumstances are illusions, just so you know. And there's the bandwidth, there's the capacity component, and there's also just the fact that once you really face these things, you're one committed person, and your soul mission requires you to be a powerful and committed container so that you can host its true energy. If you're an uncommitted and essentially leaky container, the power and the vibration of your soul mission isn't gonna fully come to you. You need to go through this upgrade in your ability to be responsible and take ownership for that power and show up representing that power. And until you do, it won't fully land.